Little People, Big World. Amy Roloff's husband, Chris, caught gossiping behind her back to Matt. In a preview of the next Little People, Big World episode, Amy Roloff's husband, Chris Marek, is caught in a lie that involves her ex, Matt Roloff. Amy and Matt announced their separation in 2015 after being married for 28 years, with the divorce being made final the following year. 5 years later, Amy got married to Chris Marek after getting engaged in 2019. Little People, Big World is still showing the fallout from Amy and Matt's divorce, including everything going on with Roloff Farm. Matt recently announced he's leaving the land to Amy when he dies. Amy's husband, Chris, also appears on the TLC show. And in a preview of Little People, Big World Season 25, Episode 2, he gets caught in a lie after saying he and Matt do not talk about her when they hang out. In the Little People, Big World Season 25 preview clip, Amy and Chris are eating lunch outside when the topic of Chris and Matt's bromance is brought up. Amy is fine that the two men are friends, as long as things don't get too crazy. In a confessional, Chris claims that they're not talking about Amy. No one's throwing her under the bus. While eating, Chris admits that sometimes Amy does come up during their conversations, but they're never comparing notes at this point. The Little People, Big World preview clip cuts back to the confessional, where a producer behind the camera can be heard telling the couple, so the topic of Amy did not come up, except for once. Amy immediately looks over at Chris, and things get uncomfortable. The body language is clear. Finally, Chris fesses up and admits that he and Matt have talked about how irritating Amy can be when she constantly leaves doors and drawers open. Amy claims those incidences rarely happen. Fortunately, the tension quickly eases and they start laughing about the situation. The actual issue at hand, that Amy leaves doors and drawers open, really isn't a huge problem. However, fans in the comments section of the Instagram post that shared this Little People, Big World preview clip weren't happy that Chris and Matt were talking about Amy behind her back. Tran23 thought that Chris totally disrespected her by not allowing her this boundary. Nancy550 agreed that it's disrespectful, but Amy's being a good sport about it, though she's too nice sometimes. There were a handful of fans in the comments section that defended Chris and Matt talking about Amy when the producer called Chris out. It seemed like there would be a big revelation, especially seeing how physically uncomfortable he got at that moment. The admission itself was kind of boring. Nothing exciting or dramatic was revealed. However, the fans are right that it's probably best if Chris and Matt don't bring up Amy while they're hanging out. Surely, there are plenty of other topics they can discuss instead, despite the fact that they have something in common, which is being married to Amy. It'll be interesting to see if Chris and Matt's friendship causes any other issues for Amy going forward. Little People, Big World's Matt and Karen make giant announcement to the Roloff family in the next episode of Little People, Big World. Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler will be revealing some major news to the rest of the family. Little People, Big World Season 25 has featured a lot of dramatic moments in just the first few episodes alone. Zach Roloff had to deal with emergency shunt surgery. There's been some tension between various family members over planning a fundraising event, with Amy Roloff taking charge and being accused of acting like a dictator. Some happy moments will also occur this season, though according to a promo for the next episode of Little People, Big World Season 25, courtesy of TLC, Matt and Karen announced their engagement. While the teaser doesn't include the entire family's reaction, it does show Matt and Karen revealing the big news to Amy's husband, Chris Marek. "I asked Karen to marry me, and she said yes," Matt says at the start of the promo. Chris leans over the table across from the newly engaged couple to inspect the ring on Karen's hand. Then Matt adds that he and Karen will be doing things completely different for their wedding. "We're going to invite you guys," he jokes before bursting out laughing. which causes Chris to laugh as well. In a confessional, Karen admits that she and Matt haven't come up with the guest list yet, so she was worried when Matt told Chris and he and Amy will be invited. I was like, oh, Karen exclaims. Matt and Karen's engagement is big and exciting news, but the Little People, Big World promo also teases something very disappointing. Zach is walking across the grass and yells out to his son Jackson, "You wanna play a game?" The camera cuts to Jackson looking sad. Zach then explains that Jackson was playing soccer with other kids, and some of them pointed out that he's different. He notes that his son is hearing comments like that for the first time. The promo ends with Tori Roloff going over to Jackson to try to console him. "Are you okay?" she asks. It's heartbreaking to hear that Jackson is being teased for being different, as Zach described. In the comments section of the Instagram post for this promo, several social media users expressed the same feeling. Kimirel Coinash said, "I can't handle Jackson getting his feelings hurt." Hopefully, Tori and Zach will be able to encourage Jackson to keep playing the soccer game and prove to the other kids that he's just as worthy of being there as they are, and that he deserves to feel loved and valued not just within his own family, but in society as a whole. Matt and Karen got engaged back in April 2023. Amy has already moved on with Chris, so it's great to see Matt being able to do the same thing with Karen. However, she hasn't always gotten the best reception since first appearing on Little People, Big World. Karen has been accused of ruining Matt's life. It was revealed in a recent episode that Matt will be leaving the farm to Amy when he dies. During that scene, Karen noted that she doesn't want to inherit the property. Even if she did have a hand in that decision, it's probably for the best that Amy inherits it instead. Amy Roloff admits ex-Matt Roloff will have an impact on me until the day I die. As Amy worked through her emotions about her ex, Matt's fiancée Karen admitted she and Amy will forever share a bond, because they both have Matt in common. Amy Roloff admits ex-Matt Roloff will have an impact on me until the day I die. As Amy worked through her emotions about her ex, Matt's fiancée Karen admitted she and Amy will forever share a bond, because they both have Matt in common. Even as they move on with engagements and new spouses, Amy Roloff will always hold a piece of her marriage to Matt Roloff. With her on Tuesday's episode of Little People, Big World, Amy admitted that she felt still kind of awkward around her ex-husband Matt's fiancée Karen Chandler, as they met to go over a fundraiser they were planning on the farm. While Amy, 61, explained that she didn't want to hear the personal details of Karen and Matt's relationship. She added that holding on to any drama was not necessary and didn't serve anything. Still, she confessed that Matt and I's situation still has an impact on me, because it'll always impact until the day I die. But you just do the best you can. Karen, on the other hand, revealed that her relationship with Amy has been good. "I think there's been some history where she had a lot of feelings about the farm and her space, and I totally got that," she said, before noting that she had true respect for Amy's sense of maturity. "And so I'm just glad that she made the choice to embrace the relationship with Matt and I, because it's made all of our lives easier, though the two may not yet be the best of friends." Karen went on to tell cameras that she's always liked Amy, as she listed off the qualities they both share. "We're roughly the same age, and we're both a little forgetful and maybe a little clumsy. And I mean, for God's sake, we're both married to the same guy." She laughed. "I'm not married yet, but you know what I mean. We've both been with Matt forever, and no matter whatever happens, Amy and I will have Matt in common, the good, the bad, the whatever," she added. In February, Amy confessed that she and Karen were unlikely to ever become friends, but shared how they both go out of their way to be friendly towards each other. "We're cordial, we're respectful," Amy told Us Weekly. "We can be in each other's company. We can enjoy that time. I wouldn't say we're going to be best friends or anything." Amy, who was married to Matt for 28 years up until their divorce in 2015, knew Karen for years prior to their romance because she worked at the Roloff family farm. I never wanted to have anything to do with them, but yet I'm still doing a show with them, she said of the couple, who became engaged after nearly 6 years of dating. But that is like a job. So time changes things and you grow up, or you have a different perspective on it. Matt Roloff reveals the surprising person he's leaving the farm to amid rift with son Zach. Watch, exclusive. The Little People, Big World star shares the news in a P.O. exclusive. Matt Roloff decides who he's leaving the farm to on the upcoming season premiere of TLC's Little People, Big World, and the property's future owner may surprise fans. In a POPLE exclusive clip of the season 16 premiere, Matt, 62, and his fiancée Karen Chandler sit down with his ex-wife Amy Roloff and her husband Chris Marek to tell him about an update Matt made to his will where all but decided that when I die we're giving whatever piece of the farm I still have to Amy. Matt says in the clip Amy, 61, doesn't mince words when telling her ex how she feels about his choice. I don't even know how to comment on that, she says, shaking her head. Marek looks on, silent and appearing dumbfounded. Amy is still trying to find her words as she reflects on the moment in a confessional interview. What? It's crazy, the mom of four tells the camera. Matt also appears a bit flustered while announcing his choice, fumbling his words as he says it's too complicated to leave the farm to anyone else at this point. The former spouses have 4 children together, twins Zach and Jeremy, 33, a daughter named Molly, 30, and another son named Jacob, 27. In a joint confessional interview with Matt, Chandler tells the camera that it was her idea to leave all of the property he owns, aside from the one in Arizona that they own together, to his ex. Your family, in the first part of your life, built and worked for this farm. Chandler says to Matt, I came in later, and I don't want it, and I don't want to ever take anything away from the people that built it, the family. The kid. She continues on, saying the farm will belong to Amy, whether we get married or we don't. The farm is off the table. Chandler and Matt revealed their engagement exclusively to PUPIL in April 2023. As seen in the trailer for the new season, Matt's decision to leave his Oregon farm to his ex comes amidst tension with Zach about the price of the portion of the farmland that Matt owns. I've been going back and forth about exactly what to do with the north side of the farm, Matt says in the trailer. This process has been filled with some emotions and anger. But now, I've got this new plan. If it plays out the way that I hope it does, I think life on the farm is going to change forever. We don't see Zach and Tori that often, he explains of his son and his wife, who share 3 children of their own. I think they must have made some sort of pact that they don't want to come to the farm. Zach adds in the super tease, the temper is pretty high between my dad and me and Karen. He also refused to talk on camera about his dad's engagement to Amy Roloff. Doesn't expect to be best friends with ex-Matt Roloff's fiancée Karen Chandler. We're cordial. The Little People, Big World star says her relationship with her ex-husband and his fiancée has evolved. Amy Roloff doesn't expect to be best friends with ex-Matt Roloff's fiancée, Karen Chandler. We're cordial. The Little People, Big World star says her relationship with her ex-husband and his fiancée has Little People, Big World's Roloffs are adjusting to life as an ever-expanding blended family. While Amy Roloff admits she and her ex-husband Matt Roloff's fiancée, Karen Chandler, are unlikely to be BFFs, she says they do their best to be friendly. We're cordial, we're respectful, Amy, 61, told Us Weekly about Chandler, 56. The women knew each other for years prior to the romance between Matt, 62, and Karen, who has worked at the Roloff family farm. We can be in each other's company, Amy continued. We can enjoy that time. I wouldn't say we're going to be best friends or anything. Amy, who was married to Matt for 28 years up until 2015, also shared how her relationship with Karen has evolved since the now fiancé's relationship moved out of the friend zone. Never wanted to have anything to do with them. But yet I'm still doing a show with them, she said of the couple, who became engaged after nearly 6 years of dating in April 2023. But that is like a job. So time changes things and you grow up, or you have a different perspective on it. Even Amy's husband Chris Marek, 61, has noticed the difference in their dynamic. It's definitely gotten a lot better since I've known them, he said, noting how they often have positive conversations about matters related to their family. This season of Little People, Big World has continued to explore that shift in their relationship, as Matt revealed to Amy on a recent episode that he updated his will so that she would inherit his farm last year. Matt revealed his engagement exclusively to People. After 6 wonderful years together, I asked Karen to marry me and she said yes, he shared. Our plan is to enjoy our engagement, and we are looking forward to a simple but elegant wedding in 2024. More than 5 years after she and Matt finalized their divorce in April 2016, Amy married Chris Marek in August 2021. Matt and Amy share twins Jeremy and Zach Roloff, 32, Molly Roloff, 29, and Jacob, 26. Amy Roloff says she's blessed for her 4 kids in Mother's Day tribute. You are my greatest gifts. I'm so proud of the wonderful individuals you are and the amazing adults you have become, Amy Roloff shared of her children Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob on Mother's. Amy Roloff shared a special tribute to her children on Mother's Day. The Little People, Big World star, 60, posted a photo on Instagram Sunday of her 4 children, twins Zach and Jeremy, 33, daughter Molly, 29, and son Jacob, 26, who she shares with ex-husband Matt Roloff. In honor of the holiday, I'm blessed by my 4 kids who made me a mom, Amy wrote. You are my greatest gifts the Lord has blessed me with. I'm so proud of the wonderful individuals you are and the amazing adults you have become, she added. She encouraged her followers to always keep your faith, adding, it will guide you as you journey on your path in life. Amy concluded the message with a sweet message to her children, writing, I love you all so much, forever and always. Jeremiah Roloff, 07, Jacob Roloff, 45, and Molly. The social media tribute came 3 days after Amy celebrated twins Zach and Jeremy's 33rd birthday. She shared a series of photos featuring her sons at a younger age alongside a sweet message, my boys, my firstborn, twins Jeremy and Zachary. Happy 33rd birthday you two, she began. I couldn't be prouder of the men of faith you are and husband for your wife and father to your kids. You are a blessing to me, which I'm so very thankful to the Lord about every day. Amy continued, celebrate you today and all year long. Mama loves you, Jeremiah Roloff and Roloff 07, forever and always. Happy birthday. The mother of 4 continued to show love for Zach and Jeremy on her Instagram story, sharing a silly throwback of her 2 eldest children. Happy 33rd birthday, Jeremy and Zach, she wrote. I'm so proud of you both and love you forever and always. Little People, Big World. Matt Roloff's fiancée Karen is treading lightly with family's crazy train after past hardships. Blending families, that's a tough one. Some go better than others. In my case, I've learned that boundaries are healthy in second relationships, Karen said of connecting with Matt's all aboard. Matt Roloff's fiancée Karen Chandler is one passenger on board for a wild ride with the Roloff family on the April 9th episode of Little People, Big World. Karen met with her girlfriend Wendy for dinner, where she dished about her surprising engagement to Matt and the latest drama to hit the Roloff crazy train after flashing Wendy her new diamond ring. Karen revealed that she and Matt were thinking of tying the knot in an intimate ceremony in Arizona. In a conversation with cameras, Karen confessed that she was surprised to be engaged and hadn't given much thought into what a wedding would look like. We would talk about it here and there, she said of their engagement. but Matt would run down to the courthouse tomorrow if I said, "Hey, let's just go do this," and he just might. He's spontaneous, so you never know. She went on to tell Wendy that she never thought she would get married for the second time. Though she initially had her reservations because of fear, timing, and not having a place to call home, Karen admitted that her perspective on marriage shifted when she and Matt began building their house on the farm. Karen wasn't the only one who was surprised to learn of her engagement. She shared that her daughter Brittany from her first marriage also had feelings they were able to talk through. While Matt's children haven't verbalized their feelings about their marriage, Karen suspected they had similar thoughts and got candid about the rift that had formed between them. And kind of an all-in type of person. "So when Matt and I were dating, I was all in with the family and the kids and probably too close," she explained before sharing how she's learned to be cautious about being involved in his children's personal lives. "Blending families, that's a tough one," Karen told cameras. "Some go better than others. In my case, I've learned that boundaries are healthy in second relationships. I don't have any regrets about the relationship that existed and getting close to the kids, but I learned a valuable lesson that maybe sometimes less is more, so I'm treading lightly." Despite their tumultuous relationship, Karen added that she believes everyone is happy for us overall. Little people. Big World's Matt Roloff dishes on future of TLC show, "I hate saying goodbye." So if LPBW never does come back, in whatever various other forms, I think the consensus is they wrapped up the Roloff LPBW Crazy Train saga pretty good, he said of the season 25 finale, potentially serving as the series despite their tumultuous relationship. Karen added that she believes everyone is happy for us overall. It's true that several family members have announced publicly that they are no longer interested in filming LPBW, he said, noting that he and his ex-wife Amy Roloff, along with the show's producers, have known that their children have had no desire to come back on camera for quite some time now that season 25 has aired its last episode. The Roloff family patriarch, 62, answered questions surrounding the future of his family's long-running reality show and why he believes TLC, who has not commented on the status of the show, is waiting to announce the series finale in a statement shared to Facebook on April 26. Matt began by saying that he was no longer under a contract NDA with the network and could speak much more freely before responding to rumors that the April 23 season 25 finale was the series finale of Little People, Big World. "This is why I think there is some hesitation to announce from TLC that the show is over," he continued. Even though the family as a whole is enjoying being away from it all after 19 to 20 years, Karen, Chandler, Matt's fiancé, and many other family members have publicly stated they are done with filming. Though he claimed the Roloff family completed our contract obligations and wrapped filming last September, Matt believes that the network has refrained from an announcement that last week's episode was its series finale to leave the possibility of potential specials open. His final Little People, Big World's Matt Roloff dishes on future of TLC show, "I hate saying goodbye." So if LPBW never does come back, in whatever various other forms, I think the consensus is they wrapped up the Roloff LPBW Crazy Train saga pretty good, he said of the season 25 finale, potentially serving as the series finale. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.